Oop, let me sort the camera out. Just like that. And I think we are live. Hi guys, Real United Talk. My name is Daedric Riggs. So, a couple of things really to discuss. Obviously, let me sort the camera out first before we do anything more important than anything in the world. Seeing my beautiful mug. Right. So, that's been a bit of a hectic 10 minutes trying to get the stream ready for the obviously the game coming up in 22 minutes. Then obviously Romano's just tweeted. So the breaking news, obviously, as you can see from the title, um, Alex Tellez, the deal is pretty much agreed with Porto. We finally broken the deadlock. No discussion of there's no mention of what the fee is ultimately going to be or wages, but hey, finally, yep, Martin puts there, finally we signed my boy. Obviously, as you can tell, Martin's a big advocate of Alex Tellez. So Romano's basically come out and said last details to be sorted in a few hours, in the remaining in a few hours, and then medicals and official announcement are due to be done. So, I mean, it depends which way you look at things. This is a good signing, yes. I fully agree. This is a signing that needs to be done. Add strength and depth at left back, but I still think we need to get a couple more bodies in, even including this. The Cavani, Alex Tellez, and Donny van de Beek isn't enough to bridge a gap. But let's focus on the positives here. We are getting another left back. We are getting cover. Well, I don't say well. I say cover. I think he'll be ultimately taking Luke Shaw's spot. But obviously that news is breaking now. Team news. So with the lineup came out just over 40 minutes ago. We have in the starting lineup. We have a few changes. Yo, Red Devil says yo. Now centre back and winger needed, please. Yep, more definitely good. Centre back, I don't see us getting a centre back. I think that ship might have sailed by now. So we have De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof misses out to Bailly, Maguire, and Luke Shaw. In midfield, you've obviously got Pogba, Matic. The number 10 position, you've got Bruno Fernandes, then Greenwood on the right, Rashford on the left, and Martial up front. Then on the bench, you've got Henderson, Lindelof, Fred, Lingard, Mata, McTominay, and Van der Beek. So yeah, I think this is quite a good lineup. I'm glad that Lindelof's been dropped. Um, I think we've got enough to beat Spurs, but I'm not 100% confident. I was speaking with some of my mates earlier on. He said he's got a bad feeling about this, and I'm like, something doesn't quite sit right with me. I think we've got enough to beat Spurs. I'm just not 100% believing in us as a team at the moment. But yeah, more than happy with that lineup. I think we've got enough firepower up front. They've got a bit of a dodgy defence of Spurs. But obviously they have had some good results. So it just depends. It depends which side of Jose Mourinho turns up as well, doesn't it? Really, if it's the boring Mourinho part of the bench, then I think we'll be all over him. But I think maybe a Jose Mourinho masterclass maybe coming in. Yeah, Marcus has put no room for Igalo again, and then I mean that is a talking point. Maybe this is why Cavani's coming in. Maybe he just doesn't favour him at all. I honestly don't know. Red Devils put or James. Yep, no place on the bench for Dan James either. There's obviously been conflicting reports this week that Dan James is apparently being offered out to. Well, Leeds have apparently willing to pay 25 million for Dan James. I've said it multiple times. I don't know whether I'd sell Dan James. I do actually like him. I think he's our literally our only right winger. Greenwood's doing a fantastic job there, but he isn't a right winger. But apparently the word is we're going to apparently sell him to fund the Jadon Sancho deal. 25 million against 120. I don't know how the hell that makes any sense, but but then we'll literally be getting one right winger in for another right winger. We will literally have no strength and depth. Man Marcus is obviously put in the chat in the group. Romero. Well, I think Romero's days are literally numbered. But obviously, if we're going to be selling him, like I think it was apparently Aston Villa he was linked with, so that obviously means that he will be leaving ultimately. Romero. I mean, if he doesn't, then it obviously shows where his career lies. He's just happy to sit around and collect the money. Because I think Henderson is pretty much taking his spot already. Now, I don't know whether it's my thing playing up, but it says nobody's watching at all. So I've got 0 viewers. But obviously, you guys are in the chat, so I've no idea what's going on there. He's going to get a move. Surely he can play for the lower Prem team. Yeah, maybe he literally might just be staying just to collect some money. I mean, if we're selling him to an English club, then we don't need to sell him yet, do we? Because obviously their international transfer market transfer window closes on Monday. I think it's 11 o'clock at night. Whereas the English one is open for another week or so. Yeah, no, it was just a bit weird. It's still saying 0, even though I know you guys are actually here. I can see you commenting. Yeah, it is a little bit weird that gremlins in the system, I guess. But yeah, I mean, do you guys think what's your score predictions for today's Red Devil Marcus? How do you think this game's going to go? I think it's going to be. I think the same again. It might be a cagey affair. I think this is either going to be a tight draw or or 1-0, or winning it by 1 goal either way. I know I said that against Brighton, but I mean, I think Martin said the other day he expected us to win for what Red Devil 20's gone for 1-1. Mad Marcus has gone for 3-1. Uh, Spitfire, well, your mum reckons 2-2. I mean, 3-1. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Most definitely. I think Martin said that he expected us to win 4-1. So it's all very, very different ideas. I mean, as kickoff obviously approaches, I mean, Marcus, didn't you say I've got to admit, I'll hold my hands up. I haven't seen Spurs starting lineup. I know that Bale isn't obviously isn't on the little book computers. No, you're right. Yeah, I hope he's right as well. I know Bale isn't obviously starting. I don't think he's on the bench for Tottenham. So I think that might have been a bit of a scare tactic. I mean, even if it was, the guy's made of glass. Yeah, I think the guy's got an even worse injury record than fucking Osman Dembele, but which I've got to admit, I haven't heard anything yet today about Dembele, but saying that the day is very, very young. If we gotta believe Red, if we got Red as put, if we get first goal, we will easily win easily, in my opinion. We can't afford to go down because of because Josie's bus will come out. The Mela starts and not Ndembele. Yeah, I don't know about that one because Lamela's not a bad player, but Ndembele, I think obviously him and Mourinho have had multiple fallings out. So I know this is the thing with Mourinho, isn't it? He does weird things. He'll play a player who hasn't played at all in weeks, and all of a sudden somehow get the best out of him and play him. It's very, very, very weird. But obviously, I'm keeping an eye on time. I think that's pretty much everything we've gone over. I mean, are you guys happy with the Alex Tellers deal? Do you think if that was ultimately when it closes to around 11, if we do only get in Cavani, Tellez, and Van de Beek, would you be happy with that window? Because I've got to admit, personally, I don't think I'd be happy with that. I said on last night's show, people have different opinions to me, but I think if we were after Cavani, then why haven't we done it already? Why? And the thing is, if as a free agent, we can sign him outside of the transfer. As far as I'm aware, you can sign someone on a Bosman transfer outside the transfer window. You can even sign them when the English transfer window is open. So why do we need to do this 2 days before or when the international? It's just madness. Red Devil 20 has put good luck with Vamela starting because pace won't be an issue. The midfield is so poor. Yeah, but that's Mourinho, isn't it? He can somehow get the best out of poor teams. Just not us, apparently. I would have got to admit I wouldn't mind beating them just to rub it in the face. You're happy with the bodies. It's like I was arguing with a couple of fans earlier on today on Twitter. Shock horror, me arguing with people. But they were saying, the guy was saying, "Oh, this. I'm glad that we're not signing. Well, I'm glad we're not fucking paying over the odds for all these players. We won't be held to ransom." I was like, "You're literally part of the problem. It, if we miss out on Champions League or even don't mount the title challenge, will you be happy to go? Oh well, at least we didn't. At least we weren't mugged off in the transfer market. At least we didn't pay over the odds." Fuck, I want to see any pound that is not spent on transfers, spent on players, is going straight into the Glazers' pocket. That's why it doesn't bother me whether we spend 80 million on a 50 million pound player. Because it's still money better off being in a club's pocket than fucking the Glazers' pocket. Here we go. It's a panic by Cavani. Not saying I'm just happy with some money. It's better than nothing, but yeah, it's got to be better than paying 20 million for Josh King. Yeah, I suppose it's just one of those things, really, isn't it? But I mean, is he an upgrade on the Garlot? Yes. Is he going to play every week? No. Is he obviously is he going to be able to do it in the Premier League? We don't know. Is it a risk worth taking? I suppose. But I don't know. Who would you prefer, Josh King or Kamara? Well, exactly. That's the one, isn't it? But I don't know. I mean, if Ollie literally doesn't want Igalo, it does make you wonder why did we then agree a loan to have him until the end of January? Why not? Because if you remember, his current loan deal was due to expire while we were in lockdown before Project restarted, obviously. So basically, why would you not just then say, right, this is our goal, we aim to finish the season by this point, can we have him on loan until this point? Why did we then say, well, can we have him for an extra 6 months on top of that? But then when we do, we just don't, I don't, Glazonomics, Manchester United, not a lot of things we do make sense, like haggling over 3-4 million for Alex Telles. But I'm happy that deal's done. I'm going to be really excited to see Alex Telles. I think he's a really dangerous left back. I think, like I was telling Martin the other day, I think he's played 2 games for got 2 goals and 1 assist so far this season for a left back. I mean, we've been crying out for a dangerous left back. Luke Shaw does his best, but he ultimately, his final ball is lacking, and he seriously comes inside far too many often. The fact that these deals are dominating the headlines half an hour before an important game shows everything that is wrong with the club. We should have started these deals way earlier. 100% agree, Akil. 100% agree. Like the fact that this is literally coming out 40 minutes, 30 minutes before a game. It's a bit embarrassing. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we got more news for something during the fucking game. It's literally just. I think it'll only be because Ed Woodward and Ollie would have actually come into face to face today at Old Trafford. Otherwise, I think probably chances are Ed Woodward's just like sat there with his phone on the side, and it's just like saying like 88 missed calls, and it's just Ollie just ringing him over and over and over again. Whereas Ollie's called him today, going, have you fucking done it or not? And he's probably gone, oh, I'll do it now. That's what I'm thinking. Going to be maybe go to 3-5-2. This Telles with a side. I hope not. I hope we don't go 3 at the back. I hate 3 at the back because the only width you get is from your right back and your left back, and I've never liked it. I didn't like it when Van Gaal did it. I didn't like. I'll never ever like 3 at the back. It just your defense is almost too open because you get your 3 centre backs, but there's too much space in between. That's what I noticed when Van Gaal did it anyway. But anyway, like I said, I am conscious of time. 9 minutes to kick off, probably be 8 minutes by the time I'm finishing this. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell. It helps us out a lot. Also, follow us on Twitter. Join us after the full time as well. Mad Marcus is going to be doing something in the post show. I don't know who's that on yet. Don't know whether it's going to be me with him or Martin or Pankaj or Dia. Or you never know. You never know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully we get the 3 points needed today. And yeah, let's do this. Let's fucking have them. Catch you in a bit, guys.